Corus Brothel presents The Wild Beyond the Witchlight.
There's nowhere to go from here. You're just on a small balcony.
So we're on a balcony. There's no other ways to go really.
No, if you look south, there appears to be another balcony. If you were to calculate it, it's probably that other door from the first room you walked in where the carriage is at.
I guess if the balcony's not directly connected to anything, maybe turn around and go to the last door, the one east.
That is the east door.
Oh,
You have a north door.
the north door then, sorry.
Is that what everyone wishes to do?
Yeah.
Or are you all thoroughly confused?
I've been confused since session 1. But I've been doing okay.
That door opens up into a hallway. It appears to go well over 100 feet directly north before it immediately turns right at the end.
Is there another rug?
There's no rug.
Okay. Any take me bowls?
20 feet in, directly to your left, is a door. There's another door directly to your left, another 40 feet in.
Okay, I was directly to my left at the door that's to the left already. It's what?
No, sorry.
Okay.
There on that left wall, there is one 20 feet in directly.
And then another 40.
And then another 40 feet.
Cool. Go to that first 20-foot door.
There is an emblem of a lion with a crown above it.
All right, we need to find these lion crowns and stag crowns because these doors aren't letting us through otherwise.
If we test the door, is it locked?
It does not budge.
Got it.
You
Next door.
Try the chime.
It also has a lion above it.
We have 10 uses. We can at least attempt one.
True, we could do that, or we could find the access key and get all these doors open.
True. I'm just saying.
In fairness, you are aware that chime unlocks latches and locks. You do not see a latch or a lock.
On this side.
Or maybe it's a false door.
Up closer to that door that is further north, you do see a branch to your east that goes into a round room with a stairwell in the middle of it.
So if we keep going the other 40 feet, there's a hallway.
Mm-hmm.
And
then about 20 feet further north, there's another door on your left that has a stag with a crown above it.
I'm about to borrow his mace and just beat on this wall. I swear this is getting annoying.
Troy is in contemplation.
Yeah, I had a random thought. Nobody has Misty Step, do they?
I do.
He does.
Wait. I have Dimension Door.
You do?
That's the better Misty
What
Step.
does that mean?
I have to say where I want to go. But I remember. I
You
think
have
it's
to
more
know
like
where you're going.
I'm pretty sure it's more like Banff. Actually, I have a Misty Step react. No, both mine are reaction Misty Steps.
Either way, you have to have a visualization of where you're going.
Hold on. No, I don't have it.
It's got nothing to do with where we're at now.
No, I've got reactions that act like Misty Step, but I don't have Misty Step. I could have taken it, but I didn't.
I don't know if it's going to do something good. It's more of a fun thought. Going back to the carriage.
Yeah.
That's how you get inside.
With the key?
Yeah.
Why not? You can see inside of it. It's completely transparent.
I can easily just open a door inside, possibly. Burns a spell slot.
Want to go back down to the carriage? You can.
Sure.
Okay. You're at the
I
carriage.
just don't know what we're going to do with it.
We can get the key.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. I gotta check something.
You want to spin that slot? You can spin that slot.
Spin the slot. All I gotta do is take a short rest, and it's not like we're being attacked by anything but one rug.
I can't believe I'm losing to a rug.
That's an hour. Oh no. We'll probably be here for days.
Probably. There's also the other hallway that we haven't gone down yet.
I mean,
you teleport yourself from your current location, any spot within range. You arrive exactly in the spot as desired. You can play and a place you can see, one you can visualize, or one you can describe by stating and direction. So you don't have to see it. You have to know exactly where you're going if you can't see it.
Right.
So it's very much Banff, but a little more wiggly. You can bring along an object as long as their weight does not exceed what you can carry. You can take one willing creature of your size or smaller who is carrying gear up to your capacity, creature within 5 feet when you cast a spell. If you're on a place to be occupied, an occupied thing, you take 46. Okay, so we can go back to the room and I just pop in there, but it's technically going to take 2 actions for me to get out unless I can open it from the inside.
The key to the carriage is in the carriage.
Yes.
You can just unlock it from the inside.
We can. If there's a lock inside or some way that the key lets me
I'm
open.
assuming that's
how it's
Yes.
going to work. But we can go back and I can dimension door inside the carriage.
But
Only burns one slot.
no, I know. But my only, it was more of a fun thought than really anything really.
I thought about that when we first got there.
Yeah, like yes, we
Because
could
you don't
probably,
know what it does.
we could probably get like spitballing. We get in the carriage, you turn it on or whatever.
I'm fine doing that. It doesn't bother
can-
me. I get spells back quickly.
Say the glass Pegasus come alive or whatever.
Unicorns.
Whatever. There'd be Pegasus.
They're
weren't there?
Pegasi.
Yeah,
thought
they
you
were
were-
Pegasi.
They said
See, I
Pegasus.
can't remember
They can be
anything.
either at this point.
And they can fly us around, but
That could be fun.
On the plus side, at least we'll be traveling.
we have a
style.
Jabberwocky and a dragon in the sky that I don't necessarily want to confront at this moment.
I have a dimension door, so that doesn't bother me. Like, I'm in it. Woo! They're attacking. I'm not in it anymore. Because I have like a 500-foot distance I think I can travel. But yeah, no, I'm fine going in there and get the key because maybe that key's useful more than just the carriage. We know we assumed the carriage key was in there because it's a crystalline key, but doesn't mean it's only for the carriage. Plus, why not have a crystal key? It's fun.
I'm being a bad influence on you guys.
I'm fine getting the key. It doesn't bother me. Again,
So
an
we're
hour.
we're in a hallway.
We're in a hallway beyond a hallway.
If you aren't going back to the cabin,
Yeah.
to the carriage. Yeah. So between the second door that was on your left and the third door that was on your left, there is a hallway to your right that goes into a round room with a spiral staircase.
Okay.
I could attempt a dimension door to the other side of a lion door or a stag door, and
You have to know what's in there, though. If you can't visualize what's in there, you can't kill it.
Remember what he said the spell does.
I don't think it says that. To a current location, you arrive exactly spot desired, and it can be a place you can see, one you can visualize, or one you can describe in distance.
You can't describe it, but you've never
describe
seen
He
it.
said
distance.
can be, so he can use
Right,
it
it
without.
It can be. It doesn't say
knowing.
it has to be.
Yeah.
I could literally be like, I want to be on the other side of that door, and that's what I'm doing.
And what happens when you
I
fail?
take 4d6 force damage, and the spell fails to teleport me, so I won't even go through. I'm literally just like, let's get on the other side of the door. You guys good with this?
Sure. Because all you have to do really is just say,
It's
hey,
46
I need
to
to go
36
this
damage
far
max.
forward.
And I'll let you roll the damage, obviously. It's 36 max, which isn't
That's
even
it's your
half
decision.
that's not even half my health. I'm okay.
This is going to be funny either way.
Do you want to do the stag door, or do you want to do the lion door, the one that we're at that was 20 feet down, or we can go back to the room with the rug? You guys pick. I'm fine.
You have plenty of options.
I can do it twice.
There's a stag door at the end of the hallway. There's 2 lion doors, or if we want to do the big one, it's up to you.
I could try the big door. We can go back to the front and just go through the stag door.
Yeah, let's try the smaller doors first. We don't want to lose our spellcaster.
You can only do it twice.
I can only do it twice. I lose the spell slot. No
Yeah.
matter what, but I get
And
it
if
back
he
in an
can't
hour
get out,
burst.
he has to use it to get back.
It's not that I can't get out. I can't even go through if it doesn't work. If it
No,
fails,
but I'm saying if you get through
yeah, then I just go
and you
back.
can't get out, then you have to use it again.
And then I don't use spells that often anyway. Mine are utility spells. They're there to counter things at that, and then we just take
Take a
rest and
door,
go
any
back.
door.
There is another way to open these. There has to be, because there was the whole message about the crown must sit on the lion or the heart. So we have to find a crown.
I have a tiara.
Do I have to put it on?
I'm assuming
on?
it has to be a proper one, not.
It's a style of crown.
But I'm saying we have to find a stag or a lion. Obviously,
Have we seen-
we do have a lion, but
Have we seen anyone besides the Frog King have a crown at this point in time ever?
Besides the kids fighing? No.
Yeah,
That was a painting on their face. Did they have crowns?
They
They
had
were
a
fighting,
crown.
fighting
over,
over
they were
a
fighting over like a toy crown.
but I'm assuming we have to find
That was supposed to be your subtle hint that
Yeah.
hey, you've seen this before.
one or
And
the
you've
two
had a
of one
crown.
of them, and it will open
did.
those doors.
They took it away though.
They did.
I was like, wait, I did have a crown because I got the event crown, but they took it away after the
Yes.
hour. I was like, oh, I would have kept that. That would have been on my person. I've been wearing it the whole time
Would
otherwise.
you like to go back and venture through the garden you didn't go through?
There might
Don't
be.
tell me what to do.
Dropping us a hand.
I feel like we should probably peruse the garden.
Or would you like to take 4d6 damage?
Let's just
I'm
look
happy to
through
roll
the
the damage.
garden.
He really wants to roll some damage.
He did against him. I guess we're not doing the teleport through the wall.
There's a circle room with a spiral staircase.
Yes, the hallway does also continue another 30 feet and then immediately dog legs to the right.
I was about to say, this game's like in their spiral staircases. Every building has had multiple.
Does it only go up?
Yes.
It goes sideways.
He keeps on wanting us to look through the garden. Maybe the key's in the garden.
I'm fine
get
going to the
open the
garden. He did
doors.
hint at the fact that we passed a lot of stuff.
Like, he's mentioned the
fact-
garden 3 times.
So there's a staircase in the center that only goes up, but there is a door on the opposite side of that. And again, there's a lion with a crown on it above it.
Okay.
I feel like we have to go to the garden because he seemed pretty distraught with us just bypassing the
I wasn't
garden.
distraught. I was just waiting until you made a decision.
And you're like, okay, go through, bypass a lot of stuff. Like
Usually you guys are really thorough.
we
in
usually
dungeons,
are.
we go through
This
all the
whole
doors.
thing is a dungeon.
Well, a
inside
garden
and out.
could be a maze.
Yeah, I'm being thorough. I'm inside the building, checking it
I
out.
mean, you got in, mostly.
So I'm assuming in this hallway, there's another door at the end of this that is a regular door, or all the doors in this hallway?
He said the one on the other side of the
So
stairs.
on
was
the
a
other side of
blind
the
door.
stairwell, the spiral staircase has...
No, back in the hallway.
He turned around and went back in the hallway because
back,
it turned
then
to
to north
the
where
right.
Doglegs. That one seems to be a regular door, which is facing east. And then there is also one above you, north of you, that it seems to be regular, and one south of you that has a heart above it.
So there's an east and a north.
Yeah, that do not have those emblems above it.
Would I imagine that one of those goes into that courtyard with the spiral smoky tower bit?
Per the distance, you would think you would be beyond it
Okay. Let's
because you're pretty far beyond it.
go east.
Immediately east, a grand ballroom lies before you. The northern part of this floor is littered with the splintered remains of 3 doors that have been knocked from their hinges, leaving openings through which you can see the adjoining rooms. Throughout the ballroom, royal courtiers stand motionless, their eyes fixed on a black iron cauldron atop a dais in the middle of the chamber. Dark vapors rise from the cauldron, and a huge dragon-like monster is coiled around it. The dragon's body twitches slightly, and its closed eyelids flutter as it dreams. 2 figures are frozen, statue-like, off to one side of the cauldron, an imperious middle-aged woman with long white hair and white robes, and a younger woman clad in armor and wearing a white cape. The older woman is reaching desperately toward the cauldron, while the armored woman at her side is grasping a fine-looking quarterstaff. Would you like to continue?
Let's go the
I
other
feel like those
way.
people are trying to help. Does the one lady look? Look, she says she's draped in white, and is she elvish or fey characteristics? Like, of the what can we discern characteristically? Because I assume the fey queen is probably elvish looking. Because I feel like at this distance we might be able to discern that if we can pick them out next to a sleepy dragon creature.
Have we been given description of Zybilna before?
You really haven't.
And the fine-looking quarterstaff might be a staff.
The only thing you've seen is a portrait.
Oh, does she resemble the portrait?
We've only seen what
Portrait
she
was of a
looks
raven-haired
like.
woman.
The portrait was
Raven-haired
raven
woman.
hair, so black hair.
So just want to make sure.
She was the one with the hags.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to think of other members of the League of Miscreants, and then the not bad guys whose name I don't remember.
Yeah. Well, we've only encountered a few of the.
We
not
found
bad
like
guys.
2 and 1. We found 2 and 2. We found 2 good and we found 2 bad, and we killed the 2 bad, and we've not killed the 2 good. There was the useless dwarf, and then I don't remember the other one.
Wasn't it one of the?
It was a lady, I believe.
Yeah.
And then we killed the assassin and we killed the actress.
Yeah, it was kind of sad that the assassin didn't have anything that was.
He had a knife.
Yeah, but he didn't have anything that was like magically linked to his class.
No, he's just an assassin. He just tries to kill people.
Yeah, not like the sorceress who had the cool staff.
My stick.
Yeah,
My stick's got a scepter tied to it. In my head, I keep thinking duct tape, but that doesn't exist here, so it's just tied with
Twine.
rope.
The individual who has the simple white cape appears to be a human with
the one with the
red
staff?
hair. Yes.
Okay.
Appears to be a human with red hair.
Do they have any, like, distinguishing scars that would make me think villain?
they are going for the staff.
They're going
Staff
for
is
the
in her
cauldron.
hand.
She has the staff. They were, and the one with the long hair was.
If I remember the description correctly, the long-haired, white-haired one was reaching for the cauldron, and the one in armor
Had
was
the
reaching for a staff.
Had a staff.
Had a staff. Yes, was holding a fine-looking staff, is I think how you described it. Some kind of nice staff.
Yes, a quarterstaff. Fine-looking quarterstaff.
Quarterstaff.
I misheard. My apologies. I don't want to go into this room.
Well, I don't want to go in here either.
Oh, you opened the door.
The dragon didn't stir. It was dreaming. We should let it sleep. Sleeping dragons are much nicer than awake ones, typically.
We could tell him to go pet it. Make sure it stays asleep.
The other individual...
Go talk to it.
The other individual probably has some elf-like qualities and some human-like qualities.
A half elf.
Indeed.
All right. So we got like a half elf and a human.
Superhuman.
Yeah, just shut the door. Let's not wake the dragon.
Let's discuss this in the hallway. With the door closed.
Or proceed elsewhere. We can come back. It doesn't seem like anything's going on. No need to cause a stir.
Definitely not
We'll
stirring.
come back later.
We'll come back to here. Yeah, we're going to just...
Would you like to roll stealth as you close the door?
Who's doing the door?
Who has
I
the
believe
highest
the Harrington
stealth?
opened it.
He's probably the one with the highest dex.
What does the pass without a trace get me?
Plus 10 to stealth checks. And as a... Plus 10 stealth, but it's not...
Do you have pass without trace?
Yeah,
Or
we
you-
had the seed
We
out.
have those
Oh, you have
seeds.
to eat it, but then
Yeah.
It gives you pass without trace for an hour. I believe it's plus 10 to your stealth check.
If any time
I don't have mine. I used it
is needed,
a while back.
Yeah,
We're
we
standing
can
back
confirm
here.
that,
He
but
opened the door, saw that. It's
I'm
like,
pretty sure that's what it does. For the duration, each creature you choose within 30... Well, that's the spell itself. You're eating the seed, so on you. 10 plus 10 bonus to your stealth check. And you cannot be tracked except by magical means, which means like you leave no tracks and traces.
so I'll reach into my pocket,
Uh-huh.
pull a seed, and pop it.
Natural.
It helps. Instead of an 11, it's a 21. Wait a minute, stealth. Yes, okay.
I thought you actually rolled
For a-
one. I was like, that's a 7.
For a quick moment, you notice the fluttering and the creature's eyes go a little faster and it sort of stir like a cat would. And then it lays comfortably as you close the door.
I close the door, and I just like motion, put my finger up to my lips as to be quiet, and walk down the hall to the northern door.
It's a good call.
be very,
Where'd you like to go
very
now?
quiet.
The northern door.
Door open.
Oh. Okay. Just so we're clear, before you open that door, one of the doors that was busted out appears to be, like, would have been right directly north of you, like right next to you.
Busted out.
Yeah. As I read it, there were 3 doors that had been busted down that you could see into those adjacent rooms if you were at least in the center. You were standing right at the door. You would have noticed a door across and slightly north, which would be the northeastern side, directly north at the center of the room, and right direct next to you have all been busted out. You presume that the door that you're about to open goes into that room
Oh,
where it is open.
okay.
If that makes a difference to whether or not you would open it, based on what you know what the fuck is in there.
Turn around and let's go back outside.
Didn't think you would want to fight the Jabberwock today.
Oh, that's a Jabberwock?
Jabberwock. Yeah. He said it hung around the castle. And it would go to elsewhere to attack and eat things.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if he typed this up correctly, but maybe that is missing a word or two and it makes sense.
So there are 2. We've seen both.
Maybe, because it says I would use it to free Bloody Beak, so Bloody Beak is not free. Maybe that was the Jabberwock and he's just come back in and is sleeping now.
Are you heading back outside?
Yes.
Okay.
We're just going straight
You
to
are
the
on the
garden.
front porch. Where would you like to go?
Garden.
Well, I guess if we're passing through the carriage house, do you want to try and get the key, or do you want to just leave it?
I can go for the key.
What are you using to get in?
Dimension door.
He can see.
I can see where I'm going.
That will probably work.
Misty Step only doesn't it teleports you, but I don't know if it works the same. Like you're just appearing in an unoccupied space. I don't know if I could actually appear inside of a locked area.
I
It's
worked
like
out too hard last
okay,
week.
I didn't
As
know
long
for
as
sure.
you know, as long as you can see where you're going.
That's how Misty Step
Still
works. Okay,
hurts.
it's just smaller area.
Yeah.
Would you rather
She
use
only
Misty
has
Step?
30
I don't have
different
Misty Step.
distance.
I took Dimension Door because that one's fun.
You can spin the slot if you want, and
That's fine.
you are inside the carriage. Inside the carriage, there is a small crystalline key sitting there.
Cool. I grabbed the key. Do I sound muffled? I was like, guys, I got the key.
You do probably sound a little muffled.
Not like that. But, okay. So I try to use the key to somehow open the carriage door to like push the key against the door.
When you pick up the key, you do see like a handle on the inside that you can.
This
Pop
is the perfect moment, Chorus.
You pop
Tap
it.
on the glass.
Return the pain. Don't tap on the glass.
You can pop it and open the door and step right out.
Sweet. I do that. I got the key, guys.
As you spin back around, you suddenly see a keyhole that was not there before.
Sweet.
Yep.
Hey, we got a key to the carriage.
And when you tuck the key in, the keyhole goes away.
Sweet. I got the key in my pocket.
Before we go any further, I'm going to reach into our bag of stuff and take out the alicorn horn.
Okay.
And put it in my personal pouch.
Good call.
I will erase that
Now,
from my bag.
So many things written on that.
We've made 2 spaces where I can finally write stuff now. If we get
I
something
mean, I know
else.
I've needed it, but I haven't
you haven't needed it till now.
really needed it until about one bad mistake ago.
You have been told it was necessary to unfreeze individuals and stuff.
Yeah. Alicorn. Yeah.
And you
Well, the
have
problem is, I need a name, but I only know one person's name.
not true. You've been given a bunch of names.
Yeah, we got a bunch of the names for like the miscreants and the not the bad guys.
We just don't know what they look like.
We've got
That part's true. But you do have the names.
Slyla.
Just keep saying names till they
Wait, is
unfreeze.
Slyla who we killed?
Skylar's the one you killed, and Zarek is the other one you killed.
Yeah, we don't need
Okay.
any. The League of Malevolence people aren't frozen,
I was just like, those are the ones we have. So,
and I don't need their names.
Well,
I
no,
need-
the leader of the league is. He was frozen in the place with him, I thought.
No.
Was he not? I swore he was, because he was also trying to get the scepter.
I don't think you ever got a yes or a no as to whether or not he was frozen.
Okay, those two are gone. Human... Oh, Kellic.
He's a bad guy.
That
Yeah,
was-
he's
I
the
believe
human
he is-
sork
he is
that
the
wants the
leader.
staff.
He is the leader of Malevolence. if I recall.
Warducci?
Or Duke.
Warduke. Okay.
Illaduce.
Well,
I like Warducci though. Where'd you go with that?
Well,
The
on mine,
Boondock Saints version.
on my sheet, my K is not connected. So there's a lot of them. So there's like Veluk or Velucci, and there's Kelechi, and then there's Dulci. Because I make K's really
Yeah,
poorly.
we've got Kellic, Warduke, and Zargus left alive.
Who is Velunk? The silver fork with bent tines.
That's who that is. You just said it.
But who is that? I don't remember that person.
Hold on.
We haven't killed them yet, so they're irrelevant.
Exactly.
I just saw that name.
They're irrelevant until we kill
We
them.
got it at the same time. We got Kellic and Warducci and Skyla and Zargus.
Or did I?
I'm actually saying that because it's Warduke, but I keep seeing it as Dolce. Yeah.
More Dolce.
You were
I like
you were
that.
given the names of those other individuals at one point.
Were we given the names of the good guys too? I did not write them
Yes.
down.
We were.
That's what I'm saying. You were given those names.
Okay.
So, where have we not been in this garden? Let's go there.
We went to the fountain and the pillars of teleportation. Outside that, nowhere.
And the fountain didn't really have much going on.
It had fun, pliable water.
Right.
Go see
Yeah,
if you're
it's frozen.
So when you went when you went past the fountain, you would have went over a small bridge that went over the stream. So the stream again sort of
Was the
is
stream
mostly
flowing?
east-west. It is not.
Also,
It is mostly east-west, but to the east is around underneath a bunch of willow trees is where that pond was at.
Let's go to the pond first.
Sure.
pond. Can we walk on top of the doughy water?
Not so much. Like you sink in. Like it's more like Jello.
Snow? Oh, ooh, I'm walking in
Like,
that.
yeah.
Is it deep?
About 2 feet.
I am trudging through the Jello because I am 3.5. I think.
You have to kind of scoop your way through it.
Oh, I'm having fun. I'm just making a path.
With your little flower at the top.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, I'm tempted to grab the rope and run and see if he like skids across it like a rock.
Willows encircle this sheltered pond. They call it sheltered, but I think the shelter really is just the willow trees.
That's what it means, yeah.
Lily pads dot the mirror-like surface of the water, and hungry dragonflies dart about, feeding on motionless fireflies that form an unmoving cloud above the still water.
Not giant, correct?
Correct.
Okay, because that would be terrifying.
They're just
A horde of giant dragonflies.
Well, you can see that there are
Hey,
clearly
they can't hit
you can see that there are clearly
frozen fireflies and then dragonflies.
yeah,
in the
frozen
air.
insects and non-frozen insects.
How long has it taken to eat
in the
these
air.
fireflies? Because dang, this place has been frozen, to my knowledge, for a while.
those
Yeah, the
dragonflies
time frame's going
prioritize their food supply very well.
They are surprisingly very intelligent insects.
2
Slow as could
dragonflies sharing
When
1,000 fireflies.
I know it's more than.
Are you like trudging all the way to the pool?
I'm trudging as far as I can trudge.
I mean, you can get to the pool.
Then
It's
I'm
all
going to trudge
streams
into the
there.
pool.
The moment you walk into the pool, right before you,
I just sink down.
it would slope.
Oh,
Like
Water
the
slide.
literal moment you breach beyond the stream into the pool, a delicate hand made of frozen water appears.
here's the water weird. Hello?
Black as winter's night, silently breaking the water's surface. A hand
Okay, this is the hand.
clutches a crown made of silver needles.
I want that.
Below the hand, under the surface, a school of shimmering black fish takes on a vaguely humanoid form.
Hello? I say
what you see.
into the water.
Nothing responds.
Okay.
Are you a good witch or a bad witch?
Is it within reach of me to...
Yeah, it's like right in front of you.
I'm going to go for the crown.
It relinquishes the crown.
Thank you.
As soon as you take it, you hear a voice.
I'm hearing voices, guys.
You may want to write this down.
Okay.
This is why I don't go touch stuff, because then I have
I
to
like the
write shit
touch of
down.
shiny.
You hear a
Madness is
gentle
relative.
you hear a gentle voice as if on the wind. It says in a language the character understands, but you understand
Sylvan.
so I'm going to say it's in Sylvan. You finally hear something in Sylvan.
Yes.
The beginning of whenever,
Okay.
the end of ever after, the start of an age, the finale of every moment, the first in history. That is what you hear.
All right, guys. It was Sylvan. I was just so excited. No, got the crown. Said some stuff. I put the crown on.
Over
Nothing
the
happens.
tiara.
That's fine. It's over the tiara, and it's made of silver needles, so it's sticking pretty good. Anything else here?
The hand goes back into the water.
As I watch the hand submerge itself. Well, we have a crown of silvery needles. Silvery needles or silver needles?
Says silvery needles.
Okay, so it's just
Some
pointy
sort of
crown.
silver, iridescent silver or some kind of.
pointy. It's a pointy crown.
It's very sharp.
Sweet. And then it told me some stuff.
You might want to tell your friends.
I guess I'll share. So the voice that appeared in my head said, upon acquiring the crown, the beginning of whenever, the end of ever after, the start of an age, the finality.
Finale.
Oh, the finale? Oh, okay. The finale of every moment and the first in history. It's a riddle.
Very much so. You might want to take some time to figure this out before you continue on.
Well, it's not best. I didn't write down the after the first one because they all start with the.
Hold on. Let me see that.
You're going to want me to read it aloud because you're not going to be able to read my scratch.
Troy's good with riddles. He's figured out quite a few of them out.
That's what I was saying. I was like, we can get there.
Yeah, he did the first one, the first major one we had in this, I think. Because I'm terrible at riddles, and this has a lot of riddles.
What's the fourth line?
The finale of every moment.
The beginning of whenever is a W. The end of ever after is R. Ever and after R. The start of an age, right, is an A. Finale of every moment is a T. First in history, H. Wrath.
Correct.
The last letter.
Well done.
Was that what it was?
No, as far as you are
No,
aware.
it's the beginning of whenever. The beginning of whenever is a W. The end of ever after is an R.
Oh, got it. I'm dumb.
Now, you're not entirely sure what to do with this, but that is the correct.
We're given the name.
to-
We're given the word
It's an angry, pointy crown.
wrath.
Go, Puzzle Man.
It's the path.
You guys are basically facing east. That other tower, the one tower is directly across from you guys, about 40 feet away.
The stag crowns and the lion crowns, have they just looked like a generic crown, or have they looked like a specific crown?
They actually look like a crown of, I believe it's leaves.
Both?
Yes.
Oh, all right.
I'll still put the pointy crown on if you want.
I'm good for now. I like my pointy crown tiara.
Well, I have a helmet, so it wouldn't hurt me anyway.
It doesn't hurt me. Found out in Elden Ring they made a Frozen joke. Thought it was funny.
So is there a?
So we found the pond and we got the Jello water. Do we want to go else, like the other way down the pond, or does that not really go anywhere?
It appears to go all the way to the wall of the garden.
Okay, there's no really benefit there.
Well, the other tower's right in front of us.
Yeah, let's hit the closest tower.
You guys walk up the about 10 feet was where the door is, about 10 feet off the floor of the garden. The tower itself is probably about 30 feet tall. Does not appear to have a roof. The tower is filled with hawthorns. At the heart of the thicket, a heart, seemingly made from iron, stands atop a marble pedestal, pawing the ground angrily. Strewn around the pedestal are a dozen empty baskets.
A heart as in like a stag?
Yes.
Okay, because when you said pawing the ground, I was like, wait, what?
Like with its hoof.
Yeah.
It looks to you and says, "We are Wrath. Kneel before us."
I kneel and offer the crown.
Do the rest of you kneel?
Yes, I will follow suit.
Okay.
Sure, I don't want to be attacked by a giant rug again.
Similar to the what the fuck was that thing in Harry Potter where you had to bow to it? The griffin.
The griffin. The
It's sort of
The
Hippogriff.
It sort of gives you a curt bow and relieves itself from its defensive stance and says, "What can you do for us today?"
We believe we're supposed to give you this crown.
As I'm like, me? The needly one.
He looks at the crown and says, "Yes. The crown was created by Zabilna as a key to our guests."
Yeah, that would make sense that if we had to go through the place to get here and we couldn't, yeah, I can see where you're getting confused there, yeah.
He says, The crown has two forms, I am afraid, one made of silver needles and one of golden roses. In order to transform the crown to its golden rose, you must place it on the brow of the correct guardian, myself or the lion. Which is which, I am not sure.
Well, when we got the crown, we got a riddle and gave us your name.
Did it?
What's the name of the other guardian, by the way?
We don't know yet.
Maybe he
We
does.
could ask, what is the other guardian's name?
What's the lion's name?
Envy.
There we go.
Well, we got this one, and
His name was also Wrath. Damn it!
his name's Wrath.
It had an E at the end, though.
Ray.
Missed that line.
Ray the.
Wrath. Wraith.
So, yeah, you say that, and he just sort of, if a stag could shrug, shrugs.
Just kind of like,
If this is what you wish to do.
it's what our riddle
I think
says.
this is the right one to
Yeah,
give it to.
Feels right, I guess.
You got the pointy head, you get the pointy crown.
Unless he's
Makes
just
sense.
lying to us about what his name is, then we're fucked anyway. So
That'd be funny. Fooled you, bitches.
As you begin to
What happens
reach,
if
My
we
name's
ha-
Steve.
as you begin to reach up to place it on his head, he does jut back just slightly and looks at you and says, "If the answer is incorrect, I will return to my demiplane with the crown."
That's funny. I mean, again, the riddle gave us his name. This thing's name. So,
It bows its head and allows you to place the crown on it.
seems right.
Put the crown on its head. It
You
disappears. Nothing
Put
happens.
the crown on its head and it kills you.
Yeah, it's like it just smashes you. Well,
No,
Hither and yon are now non-existent.
and we're just
massive volcanoes erupt out of
we are
nowhere.
in an empty void. End of campaign. Good try.
You place the crown on its head, and as it stands tall, it begins to glisten and glimmer, and it turns into a golden crown of roses.
Burst into flames.
Upgraded the crown.
The
He
whole
says-
room is on fire.
He looks down at you and says, "It does appear as though you have chosen wisely. While the crown is in this
I've
form,"
seen the correct movies.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
he says, "While the crown is in this form, either of us can wear it.
Nice.
Certain doors inside the palace will become unlocked or locked depending on which of us is wearing the crown. I am not sure which doors are which."
Probably the ones that have the deer on them are unlocked right now.
Yeah.
So I guess we're going to go check the deer doors.
We've definitely seen some doors with stag symbols and crown, so
Your likeness, I could say.
I'm guessing that is what we need to go now check out.
He says,
Or do you want to explore more of this outside?
But
before
then
we go
would
back
he
in?
have to find another crown and put it on the other guy to open the...
No, he said
Lion door?
you only unlock, there's only one crown, and we unlock based on who it's on.
Yeah.
So we have to find the other guy to unlock the lion doors, but we can't.
Oh, but I thought... But if we put the crown on the wrong guy, it won't disappear.
This is the only
Not
crown.
anymore.
When we put it on Wrath, it turned into
Literally-
what either can wear.
in its
Okay.
needle state, like what he explained to you was literally, if you were to put it on the wrong guardian, that guardian would have disappeared with the crown forever.
But now that it's changed, it can go on.
You were
Yeah.
okay to yes.
It's
All right,
the
I get it now.
master key versus the not so master key.
He says, "We and our counterpart were created as a pair to protect the gardens from intruders of Zabilna's absence. Our presence here means that the mistress is gone. Do you know where? Or do you know why?"
I believe she is somewhere in the palace, frozen. We have the means to unfreeze her, but we just need to find her,
Frozen. Dire news indeed.
as if by a spell, not in ice.
Ah, even worse.
Do you know anybody else's name inside the palace?
We do not enter the palace. We guard the gardens.
That doesn't answer the question.
So that sounds like no.
They're trying to
Does
be all
anybody come out and talk to you
Obstinate
guys?
no. He says, "The palace does receive its visitors even in Zabilna's absence. Guests are to remain in the garden pavilion until Zabilna deigns to grant them an audience. It is not our responsibility to protect the visitors, however. We protect the gardens only."
That only sounds slightly ominous. If we need to take the crown back, would you let us have it?
He looks down at the slew of empty baskets. He says, "You may have the crown back if you fill one of these baskets with berries."
Where can we find the berries?
He will tell you the moment you enter the gate to your left, directly across from the pavilion, the berry bushes stand. So like right when you walk into the front gate, directly to your left is the bushes of berries.
Okay.
Yeah.
We need to go get some berries. That's our hat swapping currency.
But if you take it off his head
Right.
now, the locks won't. Yep.
So let's go back in,
Go through those doors.
go through the stag doors.
So the main door is a stag door.
Right.
And I just closed the book on that step.
Good job.
So would you then like to go to the front door?
Yes.
The door appears to open if you push it. Still no handles, still no locks. But it does appear to be unlocked.
Okay. We push open the door.
The walls of this hall are illustrated with painted panels depicting a starry sky. The paintings show what a viewer would see while looking out through a set of windows into a clear, moonless night. You are walking into a 10-foot wide hallway north-south and roughly 160 all the way across your dead center.
It's like the main foyer area.
Not much of a foyer, but yeah, foyer.
Main entryway.
It is the main entryway, but it is very narrow and very wide.
Okay.
On either end are doors.
Wait.
So the main door opens up to a hallway.
Yeah, you walk in, you literally open those two doors into a hallway that is 10 foot wide north-south. And you guys are facing north-south. Okay?
So we
east
go 20
west.
feet and we smack ourselves.
Pretty much, yeah. East west, it's about 160 feet. There's a door directly east and a door directly west, and about halfway through each end is another door on the north side, on the north facing wall.
Okay. If I think directly east,
I'm very confused by narrow.
I'm going to imagine that is going to take us into the hallway where a rogue tried to hug him.
No, that was on the western side.
Oh, was?
You're also much more further south in that room. So there, on the porch, there are two portions equidistant to the center where the door is that are curved. You would assume there is probably a turret on each side that you could go into.
Okay.
Turret or tower, what do you want to call it?
Let's go east.
We're going to do the Alice in Wonderland solution. Just burn the house down.
We need to find the map and the compass, and that'll make everything much faster.
Yeah, where's the map for the whole area? It's got to be in here somewhere.
So give us the dungeon map and the
I've played
compass,
enough
and
video
we're set.
games.
And
I've
a
played
set of
enough-
small keys.
I don't even care about the small keys. We know the big key. That's a crown.
We do.
Unlock fast travel.
You open this door. There does not appear to be a logo above it. Directly in front of you is a spiral staircase. The walls of this circular chamber are decorated with sculpted reliefs depicting humans and demons partaking in grotesque revels. A spiral staircase with a golden handrail in the middle of the room. Appears to be going up only.
The grotesque revels I thought of were just like keg stands. I don't know why. It's like,
The spiral staircase ascends roughly 30 feet to the area above. To the northwest inside of this circle, an elevated staircase appears to go towards the center of what you know as that courtyard you saw through the balcony. So you can go up the staircase in the middle, or you can take the sort of elevated staircase into
The boss room.
the room of where there was like a giant cloud below you.
But we would have been at an elevated position in that place. Not because we were on a...
Well, with our balcony, we were looking down into the room at the tower.
Yeah, so
and
on the
there were 4
balcony,
staircases
you could
up
see
to it.
like a bunch of shit below you, but where you were standing, you could see there were staircases that went into a central tower that did sort of go up
How high up is the spiral staircase?
about 30 feet. to the
Sweet.
next level.
I'm summoning my dude. I'm just like, come here.
Sure.
Go up there. Tell me what's up there.
Hey, kids, remember this guy?
Yeah.
God, it's been a minute.
I was saying it earlier today. Like, I haven't used him.
Since,
I was like, no, we got
the
recon,
log,
man.
I
So we
think.
haven't used him since Loom Lurch. Yeah, I got a map in front of me now with names of locations.
Danny, you didn't use them in Yawn at all then.
No.
When he gets up there, it appears to be a dead end. The spiral staircase, okay, but still, the spiral staircase does descend back into where you are. A double door leads out somewhere.
All right. So at the top of the stairs, it said double doors. Any symbols on it?
No symbols.
All right. So double doors up these stairs. We know what's there. Send them away.
Those doors are facing south.
Gotcha. South facing double doors at the top of these spiral stairs. I sent him away, so he's just like off your top.
Right.
And make him come and go as he please, as long as he doesn't get destroyed.
Well, 2 options here.
We know it's up there, or we can proceed up the other way.
See what's in the mystery tower.
Oh, fearless rabbit leader.
I ain't your fucking leader.
But you take point in most
I'm the only one
situations.
who makes decisions. It's a difference.
So the decision is up the spiral to the double door, or to the point where we don't know what's out there.
To the double door.
All right, up the stairs we go.
This is why I
Up the
don't make
stairs to the double
decisions.
door leads to a balcony that looks over the garden.
All right.
It's facing south.
Do we see anything that we didn't see before?
Yeah, from this higher vantage point, do we see anything in the garden?
You guys pretty much hit everything on the east side, which is the side you're standing on. On the west side, there is a small circle of what looks like roses surrounded by like a low gate, or a low fence. And then further is the other tower that...
Probably has envy. Right?
Gotcha.
per consideration, that is probably accurate.
Yeah, based on the information we have. All right.
Sorry, I
I
had
think
painting
there's
the
another
roses
thing.
red stuck in my head
So
now.
at least now we know exactly where to go if we want the other doors.
Yeah, we gotta go west.
But we got to get the berries first.
Which is at the front, and that's not a big deal. All right. Well, I guess we go back downstairs and go the way that we had left.
Okay, so you want to go up the elevated stair towards the central area of the castle.
That's where else we got to go, because the balcony didn't really do anything but show us where we need to go if we want to switch hats. Owners.
If we get envious.
When you enter this little chamber, it's still circular, obviously.
Yes, they'd like circular ones.
Yeah, they're all circles. An enameled white coffer rests on a black basalt pedestal in the middle of the room.
Is it locked?
The coffer?
Not the pedestal.
No.
Does
Not
the
appear to have
pedestal is locked.
Does not appear to have a lock on it.
I
detect magic on the thing.
I'm going to say you detect no magic because it tells me not. It doesn't tell me that.
It tells me not to tell you there's magic.
It tells me there's none. It does not.
do not
No magic.
give them
It
any
does not tell me that there is
information.
magic on the.
All right, go ahead. Try and open it. No magic.
I will open the coffer, see what's inside.
The coffer contains a plum-sized jewel made of a translucent white crystal.
That doesn't happen to be a diamond, does it?
Pick up the weird crystal?
It is warm to the touch.
Oh, wow. Now I've got two coffers, one that's warm and one that's cold. This is a great day.
No, the jewel was warm.
Roll me an insight check.
An insight check.
Just you.
Insight. Does a 16 do me any good?
Apparently so. When you hold this thing, you, for some reason, seem to understand kindness.
What has that ever done me any good? When?
It's become less of a murder hobo.
You get the feeling that something within this crystal gives off a, lack of a better term, vibe of issuing kindness to the destitute and unfortunate.
Hey guys, I found the power of friendship.
So
Throw it
the
in the trash.
real treasure is the friends we made along the way.
Absolutely not. That would just be the giant pile of gold. That's real treasure.
That doesn't sound like friendship to me.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this thing.
You can keep it or you can put it back.
Eat it.
Absolutely not.
It's roughage. It's how you get your minerals.
I'm going to put this back in the coffer and take the coffer with me.
Do you want to give Corus the jewel? Because he might need to understand the power of friendship.
If it's a diamond, it's worth my time.
Yeah, because you have traumatic orb, which you can't use.
I know. I've been trying to get a diamond this whole game.
So you want to take the entire coffer instead of just the jewel.
How big is it?
I mean, call it like an urn.
I could fit
Oh,
that.
we can fit that.
I can fit that in my backpack.
Your backpack or his bag of holding?
I don't know if I'll need a jewel of kindness.
You never know what you're going to need in this.
Fun door prize.
We just got it. Just hold on to it. It
Just
might
hold
be
on to
relevant.
it. They might need it.
I'm still
Keep it ready.
wrapping around the concept of kindness.
It's in the bag. It doesn't matter. It's not in your hand. You're not being affected.
This jewel eludes me. I don't
This
understand
jewel
its
makes
meaning.
no sense. What is this forgiveness and just sincerity? Who would do this? This makes no
Empathy?
sense.
What is empathy?
Again, your character does not seem like a chaotic good. Character seems like chaotic in general.
It's this place. It's affecting me.
You may take this coffer. Otherwise, you're in an otherwise empty room. It's basically the top of a turret. No windows, no doors.
All right, other way then.
Thank you all for listening. The Wild Beyond the Witchlight is co-written by Stacey Allen, Will Doyle, Ari Levitch, and Chris Perkins. You can find us online at rancorsbrothel.com and on Facebook at Fans of the Rancor's Brothel.